What's up everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. And in this video, we are testing the Comica WD01 wireless microphone. Let's go. Alright, so full disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. Comica reached out and sent me their product for me to test. The Comica WD01 will set you back $139 on Amazon, and it comes with a carrying case, a lavalier microphone, and a 3.5 millimeter male-to-male cable. On top, of course, the transmitter and the receiver. It also comes with a clip for the transmitter pack and a shoe mount for the receiver. That way you can mount it on an SLR, or if the tripod solution that you have has a cold shoe mount, you'll be able to put it right there. If not, it does have a 1/4 inch mount at the bottom, so you can use any tripod to mount that receiver. The Comica WD01 has a 4-hour battery life, and honestly, I think this is very generous considering the size of the actual transmitter and receivers. The best part about this whole situation is that it's USB-C, so it's now flowing with pretty much almost everything that I have. And 4 hours doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you're pausing in between your recordings, you can definitely stretch it out to almost an entire day worth of filming. For this video, I tested it against the native built-in microphones on both the iPhone XS Max and the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So this is the audio coming from the WD01 Comica wireless microphone. I'm using their included lavalier microphone connected straight to my body pack, and it's wirelessly sending the signal to my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. And this is the audio from the iPhone XS Max at the same distance. Now, one of the greatest benefits of using the Comica WD01 on a specific situation where you might need to position your camera further away from your subject, you're not compromising on the audio. So right now I actually have the Comica WD01 connected to the lavalier microphone that they included in the box, and the receiver is connected to my iPhone XS Max using a lightning splitter and a 3.5 millimeter to lightning adapter. And this is the audio quality of the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus with nothing but built-in microphones at the same distance. Now this setup uses a transmitter and a receiver. The transmitter has a microphone input that allows you to plug in a lavalier microphone, which they include. Having said that, you could also plug in any other microphones, pretty much anything that's 3.5 millimeter. Now the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus has a built-in headphone jack, so I can go in straight from the receiver right into the phone with very minimal effort. Now when we take things over to the iPhone XS Max, I actually was using the 3.5 millimeter to lightning adapter connected to a lightning splitter. All the links are down in the description, but this actually worked pretty well for me and I kind of liked it. The one thing you might want to account for is the fact that you're going to need a TRRS cable. Those are very similar to the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack-esque type of plugs that your headphones will use. But if you look closely, the TRRS has 3 little lines instead of 2. So for your smartphone, you're definitely going to need one of those. For the longest time in the channel, we've been looking at different options and customizations regarding gimbals and just vlogging solutions for you to be able to have better audio. And when I'm recording here in my studio, I already have a microphone set up, so it's a plug and play type of situation. But when we're out and about filming, we usually use the built-in microphones inside the phones because of their practicality. There's very minimal tweaking. It's just straight to the point, it works. But sometimes you might encounter noise, ambient sound, a lot of wind sound, and of course if you're trying to put some distance in between you and the camera or your subject, your audio is definitely going to have to be worked up, and honestly at times it might not even work. So that's when the Comica WD01 wireless microphone comes in very, very handy. This is also a fantastic tool for vloggers because you don't have to worry about repositioning your camera. All you have to do is pick it up and go, and you'll be able to record your audio and your video without sacrificing that audio quality when you're on the go. Now this is the audio quality when using the lavalier microphone along with the WD01 by Comica attached to the Moza Mini MI, which is an amazing combo. And this is the audio from the built-in microphones on the iPhone XS Max while using the Moza Mini MI. Another really cool thing that I did was I used a dual 1/4-inch mount screw adapter, and I was able to mount it on things like the Moza Mini MI, which is one of my favorite gimbals because of the heavy payload and all the great customization options that you have, because it does have several 1/4-inch screw mounts. I think it's phenomenal that you not only can use it on a regular tripod setup, maybe you're vlogging with a camera or you're using your smartphone. In this case, that solution was pretty cool to be able to just simply mount the receiver straight into the gimbal's back and then just use the pack and just vlog normally. And that gives you the freedom when you're traveling not to have to jerry-rig solutions that get super close. You can get some better distance from the gimbal. And another thing that I really like is the automatic pairing on top of the auto channel optimization. So I really like the fact that I don't have to worry about switching channels and looking up charts and everything else. Coming from a music background, when I'm using wireless mics on stage or wireless monitoring setups, it could become very cumbersome and very unreliable. And if you forget to do it, then it's definitely a problem when you hit that record button. Now the receiver of the WD01, the one that gets connected straight into your smartphone or camera, has a monitoring input. That means that you'll be able to listen to the audio that the wireless transmitter is sending. That way you have a little bit better control over the gain, you have a little bit better control of the levels. If you need to get closer, move your microphone or adjust the lavalier, whatever it is that you're using, that gives you a little bit better real-time sense of what's going on, how is it sounding, and make better adjustments on the fly. And out of the testing that I did, I really enjoy the fact that it's a metal housing. This thing feels very sturdy, even though it's very tiny. The transmitter and the receiver are exactly the same size, but they do not feel plasticky. They do not feel cheap. They feel like a really good quality product. So that gives you a little bit better sense of confidence. Sometimes some of these transmitters will use lower grade plastics and things like that. So I really like the fact that this is a metal housing. It feels nice. It's not heavy, but it has that really nice quality heft. But I want to know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them down there so we can continue to create relevant content for you. Once again, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I'll catch you on the next one.
Could do some things I've always wanted.
Like what?
Oh, you can't imagine. I'd like to just go down the whole day long. I'd like to sit aside with a cafe and look in shop windows, walk in the rain, have fun.